for an adventure? Oh my god! I'm so excited! Oh my god, you guys will never guess, we're going to the UP! Again!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Your silhouette's pretty cute. It wouldn't be a Hollabec travel vlog without the Mackinac Bridge in it. Feel the salt. It's there.
Ooh, it's not in the streets.
Nope. Taste that salt. Did you just, she just snorted on my face. So we're stopping for the night, which I think this is a pretty place to stop. I'm not mad about it. And we're gonna get on the move again tomorrow morning, but tonight we're just gonna sleep and fuel back up, I guess. So like once everything's packed up in here and you have 2 adult humans and a dog, it's kind of cramped. It's a little squishy in here. But I accidentally broke the curtains. I feel so bad. I went to pull them down and they just like completely shattered. Like the plastic had gotten old and brittle. It just snapped right off. Just gone. So now I have to MacGyver the curtains because they weren't meant to be shut. I'm grateful for the trailer, but it wasn't super comfortable. And Smoosh is losing her mind because it's so cramped in here. And also we found out last night, apparently Smoosh is afraid of the dark. I felt so bad. She was scaring the crap out of me and I was like legit thinking about turning around and going home. I was so scared because she was like breathing like she was hyperventilating. And like, I didn't understand why. She's never done that before. Like even when we first brought her home, like she was not that anxious. And so I just think like all of this is just so very overwhelming for her. But then Jordan brought up the idea that maybe she was afraid of the dark because as soon as she did that, you know, we got up and we turned on some of the trailer lights and she kind of calmed down a little bit. And then we turned the lights off and she started doing it again. So we ended up putting like a nightlight on for her and then she was better. So that was an interesting revelation. So I've been trying to get her to eat some breakfast, but there's just too much going on. So I'm going to eat some breakfast myself and then we're back on the road. So where are you taking us?
Apparently it's a large natural spring.
Yeah.
So super clear water. Apparently you can like see the water entering from the bottom of the spring.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's a spring. Alright, the spring was really cool, but where's the next place you're taking us?
It is a sculpture park of like junkyard kind of sculptures. So it's just kind of free, open to the public, dogs are allowed, and they take art pieces from all over the state just to kind of pile into this park and people get to go and enjoy it.
Can't wait. Hey Smush, can you do tricks like that? No. Oh, we're back. I love that there's a great big bird poop right in this. That's nice. we're here and we're chilling. You can see Smoosh laying on the bed in the back. I'm just laying down. I'm about to start reading. Jordan went off somewhere. He has one other buddy here and then, well, 2 other buddies here that are going to be spending the week with us. So I think right now he's off exploring the buildings because he never really got a chance to properly do so. So he's off actually enjoying the base instead of working, which is what he normally does when he's here. I think I'm going to chill for a while. And eventually at some point we're going to be doing dinner, but I don't know when that's going to be. Yeah, it's almost 7 o'clock.
Thank you, Becca.
That's right.
That was delicious.
Don't you forget it. So today is Jordan's birthday and we're having a very misty mountain morning. We got this huge storm last night, so this morning there's just like this huge fog just settled over the whole base. It has a very Silent Hill feel to it and it's like creeping me out a little bit. So Jordan disappeared. I don't know where he went, so I'm gonna make him breakfast later when he decides he's hungry. But I'm hungry now, so I'm gonna make myself some breakfast. Did you happy squish? Yeah, you got a potty, huh? Oh, yeah. I know. Alright, where's the rose though? Sit. Yes. We're not done. Sit. Yes. We're not done. Shut your butt. Okay. So it's like 10:30, I think. I'm currently in one of the old gutted out buildings. I think this is one that they've been working really hard on to clear out because this looks significantly better than the last time I was in here. But I was just realizing that I never really show you guys like anything. I'm trying to think of what all you guys have seen and it's not much. So I kind of want to show you the base and like show you some of the creepy stuff. I really want to show you the rec center. I really want to show Jordan the rec center because he hardly got a chance to explore it. And like this place is just, it's super neat. Like for sure, it's super creepy, but like I don't know, like paranormal wise, like I've never gotten any like weird feelings here. So yeah, I don't know. I do like being here. I just wish it wasn't a 9-hour drive for us to actually get here. It's like the only part of the UP that I like genuinely like. So, all right, I want to show you guys around. Oh my God, they've done a lot of work in here. Jeez, little Pete's.
So they're working on trying to level everything out.
So I take it like, so is this entire area here going to be an apartment? They're
going to turn this into essentially a flat to get them through this winter.
I found an itty bitty baby in the construction zone. I gotta go put him somewhere else. Go, go, go. It's like, what the fuck, mate? I was exactly where I wanted to be. So this is the rec center, and it's freaking huge, and it's amazing and wonderful. So this is like the kind of main area. I can imagine them having like pool tables and like other, it's got kind of that bar vibe to it, you know, with like the wood paneling. But then down here is where they have the gymnasium, which is just massive. I mean, considering. Look how neat. It's got really great acoustics too. So down here is the coolest part because they have the bowling alley.
Never been down here before.
No, I could have swore. Nope. So over that way is actually the racquetball court. So it's pretty much just another small gymnasium. Like this is almost bigger than the gym is. Because it's got like really tall ceilings.
Oh wow.
I know, right? And then down the other direction is the bowling alley, which is incredibly effed up. It's like really hard to actually get in.
Oh, okay.
I swear you saw it. You may have come in through that door over there, Jordan.
No.
No?
This is the first time I'm seeing it from ground level.
Okay. I mean, as long as you're careful.
I actually walked on the roof the last time when I was up here.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
It was all covered in snow. That went through the sole of my shoe.
Oh my God, Jordan.
You just told me to be careful. And look at you.
And have the nerve to step on a nail.
It didn't go through my insole though.
So this building is pretty neat, assuming I can get into it. Oop. Oh, am I just dumb?
I mean, the window's gone.
Oh, you just...
I'm not going to call you out or anything.
Well, I'm not a criminal. I don't think that way. So this is the moss room over here. It is the coolest shit ever. So it's like an entire floor of just moss.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that dope? It's so cool.
Moss and mold.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Take a deep breath. You guys look. There's a little mouse in a hole. So this room is really cool. It has like a nursery feel to it. I call it the quiet room because it's just full of all of this insulation. But like, doesn't it kind of look like it was like a nursery? Just with all the graffiti. It's all very like childlike and like, I think it's so cool. The little penguin. So this is the classrooms. So the floor is knocked out through here. Unfortunately, there's 3 entrances, so we can get around that. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's just, this was the school. So, oh my God. Alright, so we're now down at the other end of that hallway. And in through here is that bigger room. Yeah, not a gymnasium. I kind of get like art classroom vibes from this room. Like, I just kind of feel like that's what this was.
Chapel.
So yeah, I'm not going in that building because there's really not much to see. It wasn't always the chapel, but they did end up turning it into one. So this building is one of the creepiest buildings. They do have it currently like roped off specifically for tours, but it is literally, it's a building within of a building. So you can like walk the entire perimeter and it's all just, it's a building within a building. It's so creepy. And this is the theater. And I'm assuming they must have had like a screen there that's no longer there. It's super quiet in here. So like, I think that's just part of the acoustics, but there's all the seating. And yeah, I think it's really cool. Alright guys, so this is going to be the last thing I show you in my video. This is the bunker, which I personally think would make a really cool like underground club where they could do like live music. That could be like the little bar center there. I think it would be really cool as like a bar or an underground like club or something. So that's going to be it for my little tour, but if any of you are interested in learning more, I'm going to link the Open Skies website down in my description box. If any of you want to donate to the cause as we like fix things up, I'm going to link all that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this tour, and I'm going to get on with my vacation. So I'm about to make a real honest attempt at making Jordan a birthday cake in this trailer. So I'm really hoping that the oven works. But we're gonna check the book right now and see exactly how to use it. And then I actually was realizing that there's no mixing bowls in here, so I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna mix it up in the lid for the pan, and I'll just have to rinse that out before I use it. Cake is now done and Jordan's off bowling with his friends, so I think I'm gonna read until he comes back, and then we'll probably make burgers for his birthday dinner and then have cake after. that book was a wild ride. Oh my god. So it's called The Dreamers by Karen Thompson Walker, and it's about a small town in California that kind of descends into chaos after they are afflicted with this epidemic of sorts. So it's this pandemic that affects this town that causes the people affected by it to fall into a deep sleep, but they find that while they're sleeping, their brains are incredibly active, which shows that they're kind of dreaming. And so it kind of goes like week by week as everybody in the town starts to become affected, and like everything is locked down and they're put on quarantine. And so it was really interesting reading this, especially after dealing with in 2020. You start to see a lot of like the connections between then and now, which this book I checked was actually written before. So it was really interesting seeing sort of those connections being made, seeing people who live outside of the town, trying to like keep in touch with the people in the town. I noticed that this book hits very heavily on like parents and newborns and just like young children in general, which makes sense because she actually accredited this book to her 2 daughters, which I guess were born while she was writing this book. So yes, it was really interesting. It was over, I feel, almost as quickly as it started. I am very happy with how she kind of wrapped everything up. Like, I feel good walking away from this. I don't feel like anything wasn't really addressed. So yeah, if you're like me and you like pre-apocalypse, apocalypse, post-apocalypse, kind of like that whole genre, I would highly recommend this book. So my whole plan this week was to get so much reading done. So I brought 6 more books with me. So I have plenty of books to choose from. I've been thinking about this book. I think I want to read this one next. So did you have fun bowling?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? I saw you won a game.
Yep.
Nice.
Won a game with 70 points.
Not breaking any records with that, are you?
Nope.
There's one more place on the base that I'm going to show you, and it's really cool.
Get a nice close-up shot of your booty. Unavoidable.
And this is the top of the radar tower that is no longer functional, but it makes for a great view. Yogurt and honey for breakfast. They're going to be doing a tour. There's a couple coming in that wants to tour the base, so they're going to be doing a tour, and I want to sit in with it and film it and then edit a video for the Open Skies channel so that there's a virtual tour for people who can't make it all the way up here. And then after that, Jordan was talking about going to Copper Harbor and Eagle Harbor. So that's the plan. We're just going to have a really chill day. So we're finally going to be leaving here for the harbors. I've been filming all afternoon for Open Skies, and like I hadn't planned on working out all this week, but it just kind of occurred to me, like we're doing all of these physical tours, but there's a lot of people who can't make it up here, and they would probably want to tour as well, you know? So I want to try and put together a virtual tour for the Open Skies channel because we haven't put anything out since the introduction. I'm trying not to be salty about it, but I'm like the only one who actually films for the channel. And it's irritating because I don't come up here a lot, not as much as the other people in the group. So hopefully I can fit that into my schedule and get that edited and available to people who would like to tour who can't come up and tour. Careful, Squish. There wasn't really much to Eagle Harbor. I mean, it was a beautiful area, and they had like this really, I was gonna say long, but I guess it really wasn't that long. It was a nice stretch of sanded beach area, which is really hard to find in the UP. There was also a lighthouse that we were going to check out, but it was crazy busy, and we weren't 100% sure that dogs were allowed. We did see some dogs there, which was also kind of part of the other problem, is Smoosh doesn't do well around other dogs. So I just got a quick peek at that. As for Copper Harbor, that's actually a gorgeous area. We had driven up there once before, but never really explored it properly. So today we did, and it was like during the summertime, so everything was so beautiful. I feel like everything along Lake Superior is really rocky, so it has a really different feel up here. And then while we were exploring the coast of Copper Harbor, we also found something called the Devil's Wash Tub, I believe, which sounds more impressive than it actually was. And now here I am, it's almost bedtime, and Jordan is off with his friends. They're in the bunker right now playing some card games, and I wanted to go, but Smoosh doesn't do well on her own. So there's like a storm rolling in at this point. It's supposed to get really bad, so I'm just going to kind of snuggle up in bed. I really want to keep reading this book. It's a spooky one, and so far I really like how whimsical it is. It doesn't take itself seriously, which is kind of fun. So yeah, that was pretty much it for my day. I know I didn't really record much today, but hopefully tomorrow will be more eventful, so I will see you then. Good morning, little potato. Oh my goodness, what a sleepy baby. So the sun finally came out, and it's sounding like whatever plans there were today probably won't involve me. So Jordan wants to go kayak by the dredge, which is like this ore pulling machine, and like there's a whole history behind it. Like it kept breaking down, and there's like, this one's actually like number 2, and it's just kind of stuck in the middle of a lake. And we've been out there before, like during winter, when you could actually walk out to it because the ice was thick enough. But I think it would be really cool to kayak. But unfortunately, if both I and Jordan go, Jordan and I, if we both go, then no one's gonna watch Smoosh. So it sounds like I'm just gonna be stuck here, probably working more on that online tour video. And currently, I'm working on filling some bowls with thimbleberries. And I might do like a recipe video on that later. But I'm still deciding. But I want to collect as many as I can, because this isn't really something you find in the Lower Peninsula, so. I'm taking a small break. My bowl is almost full. I'm really bummed because I almost had it filled once, and then my dumb butt fell into like a drainage ditch. I'm so bummed. It's kind of a gamble walking through these because the leaves are so big, it just covers everything. And so it's a bit of a gamble, and eventually my gamble turned to me plummeting into a mini ravine. I'm gonna start heading back now. If you ever thought that berry picking seemed fun and glamorous and so, I don't know, hipsterish, I can assure you it's disgusting. I'm covered in sweat and berry guts and ditch juice. Oh my gosh. I'm back. Drinking lots of water. I got burned yesterday on the tour. I wasn't thinking. We didn't bring any sunscreen, which is not like me. I'm really aware of my Irish genetics, and so I don't mess with that. But I forgot this time and I feel dumb. My original plan was to fill, well, I was feeling optimistic. I was going to fill 4 bowls. And then I'm like, maybe 2. And now I'm like, ugh, 1's enough, right? I am seriously covered in, like, look at how gross. Just from walking through the bushes, there were a lot of mushy berries that just kind of rubbed off. I'm still so embarrassed I fell into a ditch. I just didn't see it, and I took a step and down I went. So Jordan's gone, and I know I should finish getting B-roll, and that's probably what I'm going to do next, because it's going to be in like dark buildings, so it should be cool. But then I have to figure out what to do with Smoosh. Jordan just left her out on the tie-out. Unfortunately, he left her water out for her. But I don't know if I want to just leave her in the trailer. I If I'm being honest, guys, I'm kind of tired of this vacation. I'm ready to go home. We're finally back home. I'm happy to be home. I know the little squish is happy to be home. She has been sleeping pretty much the whole time. She is so tired. Jordan promised me that we will not be going to the UP again for a very long time, and I really plan on keeping him to that promise because life is too short to be taking the same vacation over and over and over again. And I know that probably makes me sound ungrateful because at least we're having vacations, but I'm done. So I'm already starting to plan a new trip to somewhere we've never been before for new experiences. I'm excited. But hopefully, from whatever I filmed during this whole trip, I managed to make it into something entertaining for you guys. So if you enjoyed, of course, I really hope you leave me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, you made it all the way to this point, I really hope you consider subscribing to my channel. And that said, guys, I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.